Okay, so tonight, what we're going to talk about is actually inviting people that you know into the business and how you go about doing it, okay? And some guidelines. Now, the associate training and your fast start training, the first section of it, about a company, gives you that. And what is it? Hey, Eloy, you know, I ran into something. I don't know if it's for you or not, but if I send you a link, would you take 14 minutes of your time to watch 4 little short videos to gauge your level of interest and then, you know, get back with me and let me know what you thought? Would you do that for me, Eloy?
Yeah.
Now, see, the whole key is asking the question, getting a commitment that they will watch the videos. This next key is following up and then asking them one question. Hey, Lloyd, hey, do you have time to watch those 3 little videos? Took you 14 minutes like I told you yesterday? And he says, no, some things happen in people's life. That's okay. Say, all right, I understand, but will you watch them now? And then I'll call you back in 30 minutes because it's only going to take you 14 minutes. No, I got to go out. Well, would you watch them tonight and I'll call you back tomorrow? I'm really interested in your opinion, what you think about this, okay? The whole point is this approach is you're asking questions of people you know and they know you. You're not trying to get them into a deal or something. You're not asking them to join anything. The video does that for you. You don't ask them to join. You don't ask them to do this with you. Okay? You will get to a point where you do it like me. But you don't have the skills, attitudes, and techniques to do that yet. It's going to take you time. It will take you a full year just to get the basic skills, attitudes, and techniques to do network marketing correctly. A full year. And that's a full year actually applying the techniques that both Josh, Zach, the company, and I try to teach you how to do. Not your own techniques. Just these. You know why? Because these are the ones that work. Proven techniques. Not theory. Real action, proven words and techniques. Now, I ask people to join the business. Yes. Do you know why? Because I can handle every objection that comes out of their mouth immediately. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about what I'm going to say or what. You cannot do that because I teach you do not handle any objection. Use a tool to handle an objection. What are your tools? Your tools are all the videos on the website that you can send a link with. They ask you about the product, you send product video. Do you know how many product videos you now have on your website? About bullion coins, about numismatic coins, about the coin of the month coins, about every type of coin. You got videos to answer questions when they have a product. You send them a link. Okay? The better tool is you put them on a 3-way call with either George or myself. Okay? Or you can put them on a 3-way call with Richard Hansen. Because he's in your direct upline. He's interested in your success just like I am. So if you can't get me, can't get George, call Richard. I'll give you his number. His personal cell number. Okay? Now, because you're in his direct pay line. He's interested in you succeeding. He's actually interested in anybody in the company succeeding. He's also a founder of the company, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you some more than just that little line. And it's the ones that I have used and perfected over the years in in the first company that I made millions in. Okay? And I kind of do a little bit of warm reform because I don't ever just go right into it with anybody. And I use the phone. But even if I'm doing a personal, go getting coffee, first thing I'm going to do is, hey, Lloyd, how you doing today? What's going on? And then I'm going to shut up and I'm going to listen until Lloyd runs out of talking about all of his problems or whatever. Or if he just says one or two things, doing fine, nothing, okay, I'm going to just get right to it then, okay? But as long as he's talking about him and whatever's going on in his life, I am not going to interrupt. I'm going to look him square ball in the eye. Recognize I'm paying attention to him, and I'm listening to what he is saying. Now, if you can't earnestly do that, don't do it then. But I can earnestly do that because the person's having problems in their life. I want to hear about them, especially if I know them. Okay? And I am earnestly, I can't maybe do anything about it, but talking about a problem helps people more than anything. Just to be able to talk about it. Okay? So, after that, then we're going to start sharing a cup of coffee. And then I'm going to go through a series of questions. do you mind if I ask you a couple of, questions just to see how you feel about some things? Now, one of my best icebreakers I've given y'all, and it's my coin script, okay? But I like to ask these questions ahead of the coin script to people that I know because I want to find out some needs in their life, okay? And I would say, Lloyd, how you like your job? I want you to be honest with me. Do you absolutely can't wait to wake up the next morning to go to work? And do you hate leaving and having to come home? Now, notice the way I asked him. Did I ask him, do you like your job? Duh. No. I want to know how he feels about his job. Hey, Lloyd, do you just can't wait to wake up in the morning and go to work? And then you really hate leaving work to go home? And he says, are you crazy, Bob? Heck no, I hate going to work. Duh. Grand opening. But don't pounce on that. Ask a few more questions. Hey, Lloyd. Okay, so you're not so quite happy with your job, but why do you keep doing it? Well, I've been doing it for so many years. It's kind of hard to change, you know. I'd have to start all over again. I got bills to pay. All these things come out. And you say, yeah, I understand. Lloyd, have you ever really seriously thought about a plan B? And most people are going to say, what do you mean plan B? Well, a plan B, something that you could take a little bit of time out of your life that could give you a reward multiple times and maybe could even displace your job in 3, 4, 5 years, maybe even 10 years, where you're making much more money in it and you could work maybe 10, 20, 30 hours a week at home and enjoy a lot more things in life than you're able to do in your job right now. If there was something like that, would you have an interest in learning more about it? What are most people going to say? Especially somebody that just told you they hated their job without saying, I hate my job, right? Exactly. And you say, okay, look, I'm going to share something with you, but just promise me that you will take at least 1 full hour to do your due diligence and find out enough and ask enough questions to see if it's really for you, and don't try and make up your mind just on the surface of something you might see or not see and that you don't fully understand. I mean, if you could make another $10 to $20, $30,000 in the next year or 2 years, just kind of spending maybe 5 hours a week, would that be worth taking a full hour or enough due diligence to find out if you even have an interest or not, or if it might work for you or not, without kind of prejudging something? Yeah, well, that's all I ask. Look, I want you to watch 4 little short videos for 14 minutes. And then that is just a brief introduction. By far, it does not include anything about the due diligence I asked you to do. It's just enough information to gauge your initial level of interest. That's all. Because nobody could present something to you in 14 minutes that actually could get that kind of a return over the next few years with just 5 hours a week, right? Yeah. See, this is what I mean. It's going to take you time to learn how to do this business, to learn the skills, attitudes, and techniques. It took me 5 years because I was in a much harder deal. But I had a reason. I had a driving, burning desire to succeed in network marketing. What was my burning desire? In 1991, everybody else would have thought I had it made. I made a salary that only 3% of Americans ever make in their lifetime, and I was a young man. But as far as I was concerned, I had no life. I had a lovely wife, had 2 small children, and I had no time with them at all. Either I was on the other side of the world working all the time, or when I was here, I was working all the time, trying to prepare for the next trip, going out and developing markets for a company. And if I slowed down, I jeopardized it all. Because why? I was replaceable. You know? Most people are replaceable in their jobs, right? A lot of people don't think they are, but then they get laid off, right? They found out how much they were replaceable, right? Well, I had a burning desire because what? I did my due diligence in the whole network marketing industry. I looked at all those companies from the very beginning of network marketing until when I joined in 1991. And I saw all these people from all walks of life, all types of education or no education, becoming millionaires, living a lifestyle I only dreamed about. That's time, freedom, and wealth. See, you can have wealth. I had wealth, but I had no time and I had no freedom. But that's not living a life. But when you can have wealth, time, and freedom, that's a lifestyle. And I've been able to enjoy that ever since 1998. And it's because of network marketing. It's because of a gold and silver company that was 15 times harder than this one. And now you have a chance to do it again with a much more reputable company, a broker in the gold and silver industry, changing the industry of network marketing with a much more simpler compensation plan. And they don't wash out all of your sales every week just because you earned a check. powerful. They wash down our sales every time we earn the step 3 check. And the other deal, you you earn step 1, 2, 3, boop. You earn the maximum check, boop. It didn't matter if you had 1,000 sales. It went away. Here, it just stays there as long as you qualify till you take it out of the bank. It's up to you. Well, you may not have that burning desire yet because you don't know all the benefits of network marketing. You can't learn those until time goes by, until you associate yourself with others. That's why you go to events. You see others just like you, and you see how they're succeeding, and then you get to ask them how they're doing it. That's powerful. Okay, let's get back to a few more of these lines. Let's go through some of them real quick. Sit there, do you make enough money, Lord? What are most people going to say? Nope. Do they pay you what you're worth? No. Would you like to earn what you're really worth? Have you ever thought about developing a second income stream? That's just another way of saying plan B. Okay? Have you ever thought about earning a second income stream? If you could double or even triple your current income in the next 3 to 5 years, would you be interested in knowing how? Yes or no, Eloy? And then you just sit there, don't say another word until either yes or no comes out of their mouth. Anything else comes out of their mouth, you say, Eloy, yes or no. Anything else comes out of their mouth, Eloy, yes or no. And if you have to say that 3 times, you must repeat the question. If you could double or triple, even possibly your income in the next 3 to 5 years, would you be interested in knowing more, yes or no? That's simple. Those are my top general prospecting questions right there that I built an organization of 70,000 people on in 4 years. Okay? The organization I started with people I know, friends and family. Now, I went straight to them and went for the juggler, and, I'm giving you first opportunity to say no. And a lot of them said no first. But I went back to them just like I teach you 7 times, or every time there was a degree of success, I went back and here's you another chance. Now, you can't be at the top anymore, but you can be right here. You're right where I'm working. You're right in my way of success. And then you can learn how, just like everybody else is doing. And then they join. And then they start making money. Like my sister, she never could do anything. She's just making money. She said, I don't know how it works. Just go see it. Go see my brother. He'll tell you. She just sent people over to me. And she made money. Earned gold. Made lots of money. But that's all she did. She just said, I don't know. I just got all this gold and here are these checks and it's working. I don't know how it works. I can't explain it. Just go see my brother. I'm telling you, that's how she did the business. Didn't she, babe? Okay. If you're on the phone and you're calling what people that you barely know, but they know your name, you have something in their list, y'all have run across each other in your work, your lives, somewhere along in the past, and you now have a telephone number. Now, believe me, I like person to person is the #1 way to build your business. Okay? This past week, we just got in 5 new people. My son became an associate this past week. Evelyn became an associate, earned her first check. Been in business over a year. Pamela's pretty close to being qualified as a bronze. And Our neighbor just joined the business with us this past week, and I've gone back to him. That was the 4th time. And I just went back to him and I said, "Hey, Ron, did you watch those videos?" "Well, yeah, I watched them, but then I forgot to call you back." I said, "Ronald, what did I tell you when I first came over?" I said, "I got everybody in Baton Rouge on my left side. And I'm just starting to build my business. I came to you the very first week, giving you that first opportunity. You didn't know anything about anything. But I said, just trust me, get into this thing so you can be at the top. And I'm giving you first chance to say no." And my wife and I went over, he and his wife. And they just didn't decide to get in. Well, when I went back this week, I knocked on his door. He came to the door. I said, "Okay, I am no longer putting my family back in their flood homes. I am now working the business I set up over a year ago. Now I'm going to work, and I'm going to make some serious money. So now I need to know if you really want to bypass this opportunity or not. Now, do you have 20 minutes? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to explain it to you, and either you're in or you're out. Because you're just going to see the success emanate from next door." So he grabbed his wife. They sit down. They took 20 minutes, and they got in. Okay? Long story short. Okay? So I do what I teach you. And it works. You just need to follow the recipe. I take my list. I hit everybody on it 7 times. Not one time this week, one time next week. Then I tell you, you got to go through the whole list before you cycle back one time. Yeah. The only ones I cycle back to more frequently are people I care about, people that are not in the business, and I'll give space and time before I cycle back. Why? Because they think you're trying to sell them into something. That's the main objection I get from anybody is, "Oh, I can't sell. I don't want to sell." And I say, "Great. You're going to love this then, because I don't want you to sell anything. And you're not going to sell anything." Am I selling you any gold coins? Am I selling you any silver coins? No. I'm not selling you a thing. I do just like Costco. I love the benefits of Costco. So didn't I tell you about Costco, Ronald? Yep. You remember yet? No. But don't go until you go with us, because they're going to pay me a $10 referral fee. Okay? Well, I said it's just like Costco, gold and silver. It's membership. Then nobody's going to learn about this from advertising on TV like Gold Line, Roslyn Capital, Swiss Capital, and all the rest of them. They're only going to learn from other members. And you need to have wealth preservation. You worked hard all your life to get to where you are, to be my neighbor. We both came out of the wrong side of the tracks when we were growing up. We came up the hard way. And you don't want to lose it. So if you don't know what wealth preservation is, you need to learn it, and you need to understand why you need to have gold and silver in your own possession. And you get to buy it at the lowest cost. Now, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? He said, "Yep." I said, "Now I'm gonna put the icing on the cake for you, because I know y'all love to travel." Yep. You said, "You know that travel club I paid that big membership fee, and I was just going to let you pay the $250 that you have to pay to take these discount vacations that I get?" Well, guess what? They have a travel program that's even better than my program. and it's free. It's for 7K members only. Hey, that became a no-brainer then to him. Do you see that? He got in. Okay? And now he's got people under him. right away, immediately. And he now is what? Going through fast track training and associate training so I can engage him into the business. Okay. When you're calling people, I'm going to go back to when you're calling people that you briefly had an encounter with, briefly know, I'm going to give you some scripts, and you can use them. They work with me, and they work for the people that was in the business with me. Hey, Lloyd. How you doing, man? I know we hadn't seen each other in a long time. I mean, do you remember me? I'm Bob Reed. No, not really. Well, see, if you're going to use that, you must know where y'all met. That's why I always tell you in building your list, put that little memory jogger down there. Where, when you're building your list, where did, it was that event where you met, where you did something together, where whatever it was. That's all you have to do. And you're not going to dwell it. And I say, hey, man, we met at that seminar in Dallas, Texas on petroleum and new fields development. Oh, yeah. But I don't remember you, Bob. And I said, that's okay. I remembered you. That's what's important, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Hey, look, Eloy, I'm working with a huge, large, rapidly expanding company that's looking to expand in your region right now. This situation allows people to make some serious money without jeopardizing their full-time commitments. Are you open to seriously adding to your income? Yes or no? Because I'm looking for a partner in Dallas, Minnesota, Texas, Texas City, New York, Wisconsin, wherever. I don't know. Just wherever they're at, that city. You see what I mean? I gave you the words. You type them out. I had my scripts in front of me on that phone. So I didn't get tongue-tied. I didn't get twisted. And if I read scripts, you read them. But trust me, after you make enough phone calls, they just roll off your tongue, okay? Another one, same thing. You go through the same introduction, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just get to the script. Eloy, I have discovered a unique business concept, extremely unique. I'm looking for a few key people to develop a huge expanding market in Dallas. I thought of you immediately based on our last meeting. You're just the type of person that will understand this and really team up with me, and we can explode it into the 21st century. And we can rock it from there around the world in your market. Are you interested in knowing more? Simple. Okay? If yes, what do? You go back to the first thing. Look, it's going to take you some time to seriously engage in this and understand it. I'm going to send you a link, 4 short videos, 14 minutes. That's just to gauge your level of interest. You will not have enough information to totally evaluate this. But if it clicks with just the 14 minutes like it does on quite a few people, then just hop in and we'll take it from there. If you need more information, I'm going to call you back tomorrow or tonight or 2 hours after you've watched those 14 minutes, and let's see how you feel. Okay? Goodbye. Get a commitment. See, the key is get a commitment to watch those videos. Okay? Next script. Hey, Eloy, I have something that's very serious to really expand your income, but it's a 2-step process. The first step is for you to get oriented with the company and find out a little bit about it and what we're doing. And you'll want to see a whole lot more after that But would you be willing to go through this two-step process with me? Yes or no? I'm just waiting for a yes or no. Okay. I'm going to send it. Now, you do the same thing. I'm going to send you a link. It's 4 little short, brief videos, total time of 14 minutes. Watch them, gauges your level of interest, but it's certainly not enough information. That's why it's a two-step process. And I'm going to get back with you, and we're going to go right into the second step. Okay? Now, if they're around me within an hour driving distance, I'm going to use that two-step process. And that second step is for us to set an appointment to get together. And I'm doing that right now with a state policeman that's the state director of training for all of Louisiana. And he's going through the two-step process right now. Okay? I told y'all I'm going to work. Okay? So I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Okay? And my objective is to help him become a bronze. And then my next step is to help somebody else become a bronze. And that makes me a silver. So if you build the team will what? Build your business. Okay? And that's all I'm doing. I'm helping them. They're going to make money. And when they make money, I make 2 checks. This is the most beautiful business I've ever seen in my life. And it's worth learning how. Okay? You can also use the create curiosity. Let's say you don't know people really that well. Okay? And you don't have a lot of those ties, but maybe they're a successful associate somewhere in business. This is what I call some of my cold call scripts. I mean, I may know the person, but I can't put together where they're at. Maybe they're a business owner, because I used to call a lot of businesses, after I got started. Because in the first business, in 4 years, I sponsored 138 people personally. Okay, right now I've only sponsored 8. But in 4 years, I will sponsor 150 people. It's the same thing. And so will you. When you start making money, trust me, you're going to sponsor more and more people. The more money you make, the more you believe in this company, the more you believe in the industry, you're going to sponsor more and more people. Hey, Lloyd, this is Bob. I know you may not remember me, and I can't quite put where but I know you're running this business or this thing, or you work in this job, or whatever it is, okay? Because you either got to be. And sometimes they even tell, no, I left that job 3 years ago. Or no, that business is gone, but here's what I'm doing now. Oh, great. Well, you're still just the person I want because you're an entrepreneur. Or, great, you've upgraded yourself, In other words, compliment them on what the move they made. And then you just say, hey, I'm pulling together a few key players here in this market for about an hour. And it's a tremendous, exploding new opportunity in this area. And I want to know if you have about an hour of your time to get together with a couple of key players to see if you want to, take part in it. And what's the first thing they're going to ask you? Well, what it's about. I said, oh, well, hey, look, I don't have your cell number. I don't have your email address. Why don't you give me your email address and cell number? I'll send you a quick link to 4 short videos. Takes you 14 minutes, enough to gauge your level of interest. Now, certainly you're not going to know all the details to make a really informed decision, but it's enough to gauge your level of interest. You want me to shoot you the videos, and you take 14 minutes to watch them, and then I'll call you back an hour, see if you want to come meet with the key players that are going to get involved with this with me? What do you think most people are going to say? Yeah. Now, none of these people I'm telling them are my credentials. So you don't have to worry about you. You don't have to worry, oh, well, Bob's been this and that. None of these scripts say that, do they? And so they all apply to you because they're the same scripts I had my organization use and do and build their business with. But the ones that were serious did what I said. Typed them out, put them in front of them, and got on the phone. Going down their list. Okay? Now, you second time you call back, they're either interested or not interested. They want to make an appointment, don't want to make an appointment. But the key is what you do is you say, well, remember I told you it's not enough to make an informed decision. If I send you a little bit of more information, would you take the time to go through it and then get back with me? Or, I'll just touch base with you later and show you the success we're having. It's your choice. Now, some of you say, well, I don't like to talk to people I know like that. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? We didn't say anything bad. What are we doing? We're going to have success. I'm going to offer you some information. And either you want it or you don't want it. And if you don't want it, it's okay. I'll get back with you later and let you know how we succeeded. That's okay. Okay. Anyway, another script to that soft market, cold market, whatever. I call it the soft, unacquainted market. You have some semblance. They're on your list, okay? So you know them some way. You just can't make the tie. Hey, Eloy, I've found a unique business situation with a powerhouse company, and I'm looking for a couple of key players to work with me in opening this local market. Are you open to an idea that could make you some serious money? I mean serious money with a little extra effort that wouldn't jeopardize what you're doing? And then I shut up and I wait for a yes or no. And if they say, yeah, what do? Same thing. Hey, I don't have your cell, I don't have your email. Could you give me that? Let me update that. I'll text you a link that has 4 short videos, total of 14 minutes. You watch those 14 minutes of videos. It'll gauge your level of interest. I'll call you back in an hour, and we'll take it from there. Good enough? Yeah. Now, I got 3 people doing that right now today. Today, before I came to this meeting. Now, I'm going to be calling them all back tomorrow. One of them is 62. He's owned his own business, and he's very successful at it. And he didn't know about wealth preservation. And he has no gold and no silver. And he wants to retire in another 3 years. And he's always open to making some extra money, and he don't want to do what he's been doing all of his life after he retires. So he's looking for something different. So he's watching the videos, gauge his level of interest. Okay. Now, I kind of used this one kind of with him a little bit too, because he's definitely an entrepreneur. He started his own construction business. He built it up. Okay. And Eloy, I'm putting together a team of entrepreneurs to penetrate a huge open market with some major income ramifications. Are you in a position to look at a proven business concept and idea that works, that can result in serious income to you without jeopardizing what you're doing right now? Silence. Do not say another word till you either get a yes or no or what is it? What is it's great because it's interest. What do? Super. I don't have your email. You update me your email and text. I will text you a link to 4 brief videos that takes you 14 minutes total time to watch. Enough information to gauge your level of interest. Certainly won't give you all the information to make an informed decision, but it gauges your level of interest. Can you watch that in the next hour or this evening? See, you try and get it quick, but a lot of people can't do it. Cecil's doing income tax returns. He can't do it right now in the next hour. You'd say, absolutely no. So you don't shut that off. You say, well, I'll call you back tomorrow. But some people, I try to do the next hour. But I don't get a lot of, I can do it in the next hour people either. But if I do, I'm calling back in an hour. I'm not going to give them any time to think about it, right? I want to give them more information if they're not already ready to go. What am I doing too? I'm sifting. I'm really looking for the people who are looking and see it. Because those 14 minutes worth of videos for a person that's looking and can see it is enough information. And they just need a person to tell them, click join and how to do it. Right, George?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now, another one. Now, I've given y'all these scripts once before when I taught prospecting, and it's up on YouTube. I think it's up on YouTube. If not, this one's going to be on YouTube. Okay. Eloy, I've hooked up with a powerful, rapidly expanding discount internet company that's penetrating a huge expanding market in this area and around the world. Would you be interested in looking at how to expand your income to an extra $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month in your part-time without jeopardizing what you're doing? And possibly even taking it up from there as it expands around the globe over the next 3 to 5 years. Got an hour to sit down with me so we can look at this seriously? Or, see, if you're going to do it and you need that hour to sit down, you're going to use that, you better have me sitting at that table with you. Because you're not ready to do that. You are ready to do the other one, the one I've taught you the whole time here. Good. Give me your cell, your email. I'll text you a link with 4 short videos, 14 minutes, gauge your level of interest, and then we'll take it from there, right? But it's certainly not enough information to make a fully informed business. Why do I say it's certainly not? Why do I put that in there? Because I don't want a solid no just because they watched 14 minutes worth of videos or they got some preconceived terrible idea that's wrong about network marketing because of bad experience they had with Amway or something years ago or some other, company. That's the reason I put that in there. Wording is so important in this business. That's why you use proven language, proven scripts. Okay? Another one. And that's that 2-step business decision, but I'm going to go through this one again with the soft market. Hey, Eloy, look, it's a 2-step process. This is when I'm continuing this same script. We sit down for an hour. Sometimes, they don't want to get off the phone. They keep asking you, why? What? You ever had somebody like that? Really won't let you get off the phone? And you can't hang up on them, right? You call them. Okay. And so when they do that, you say, hey, Lord, look. It's really a 2-step process. The first step is just finding the facts and information. It's informational. And that's for you. And that's when we're sending you this. That's when we're going to sit down for this hour. And then the second is you being able to make an informed business decision. Now, I'm not even really sure if you qualify yet. I mean, I respect you and your abilities, but, you know, I don't know if you're really qualified to work with me. That's why I also want to sit down with you. You and I don't really know each other that well, but I do respect your abilities, and I do respect what you've achieved. But let's sit down for an hour and gather that information, both on your side and my side. When can we meet? Okay. Now, when you get to the point that you're ready to set appointments and you're okay, you're going to have me there. You can use that same script as long as you're going to have me there. Okay? Because I'm your partner you're expanding the business with in the area. Okay? Now, if you want to try it yourself, go ahead. But your success rate's not going to be high. I can assure you. And if you you sit down, you make 5 appointments with people, and you don't have one in, you definitely stop. Because you're doing something really wrong. Okay? Okay. I'm going to give you the one I like best on handling objections. Oh, no. I may as well give you a couple of them, the ones I put up before. The one about setting an appointment, or you're trying to get somebody here, they went through the thing, you want to try and get them here to a briefing, okay? And they've watched the videos, they have a level of interest, and you're saying, hey, look, we a group of people who are teamed up here in the Baton Rouge area, or if you're not in the Baton Rouge area, in the Baton Rouge area that's already got a team going. Why don't we go Tuesday night at 6:15? Okay. Do not say 6:30. If you say 6:30, you're gonna always be late. 6:15. That's the appointment time. Okay. And then you go 6:15, and they say, oh, I don't know, I'll try and make it. I think I can make it. Those are what? They aren't going to go. And as soon as you hear that, you say, when I hear someone say, I'll try, or I think, it's been my experience that they're not going to make it. Now, I know that you're a person of your word, so can I count on you for sure to be there? If not, let me know right now. It's okay. I can invite the next person. I'm considering working with you, though, first. You going to make it? Or not? It's okay to tell that to people I do too. Okay? Okay. I bet all of you here, I don't have the time. Right? I don't have the time, right? You mean you couldn't find an hour to sit down to look at something that could make an extra $1,000 to $7,000 a week over the next 12 to 24 months with very little time required from you? Really? And then just shut up until they talk. See, the power of silence is something you must learn how to use. You're not skilled at it. That's the SATs. Skills, attitudes, and techniques. The attitude is my attitude comes out even over the phone. Yours will too. Okay? Okay. The other one you can use is I don't have the time. Or I don't have time. I used to think I didn't have the time either. And then I realized that's why I desperately needed to find out about what you're talking about or what I'm talking about. I never have to worry about time again in this business. So how would you like to make money while you're sleeping, like I do? That's giving you time. So you're going to make it? Be quiet. Now, the last one I'm going to give you, the two last ones. I'll give you the one with the real warm market, the last one, okay? And this one is the one where you say, people tell you, I'm not interested, right? I wouldn't, this is when you're calling them back after the what? The 4 videos and the 14 minutes, right? So, hey Lloyd, what you like best about the video? First words out of his mouth is, I'm not interested. Cool. Hey Lloyd, I wouldn't expect you to be interested right now. You don't have enough information yet to make a sound business decision. Remember, I told you this is enough to just gauge your level of interest. As a matter of fact, I don't even think you qualify to be part of this yet. The only way we can know for sure is to get together for about 45 minutes to see if it would be right for the both of us. But if you don't want to, that's fine with me. We're still going to be great friends. We're still going to be associates. I have several others who I'm considering to work with, and I'm trying to think of the other one. This is the one I use all the time. Okay, so I'll just say it. I probably can't even fit you in for about 2 weeks anyway if we can't make it pretty soon. And right now, the way I'm working, that would be true, and I would use that script. But for you, you may not want to be quite so stern because you're not as filled with appointments as I'm filling up. And so I have several others who I'm considering to work with, and so that's quite okay. And but if you change your mind, I'm going to send you a link with a little bit more information. You should watch it. And if you won't, you call me, okay? Because the next time you hear from me about this is I'm going to be sharing with you some of the success that we're really having as our team is having, okay? Thanks. Nice talking with you, Lloyd. Bye. Okay? Real simple. But yes, you do have to have a positive affirmation that you're leaving with people who tell you they're not interested. You don't have to destroy any relationship. You don't have to do anything. You want to be friends. You don't want to do that. But what you want to do is you want a little pebble in their shoe that every time they walk, they remember that conversation with you. Okay? Here's for your tough, warm market. These people you really know, real close with. They're really tough. Okay? And they tell you they're not interested, or they tell you, I don't like that, or well, it doesn't matter what their objection is. Okay? Lloyd, I've always found you to be fair-minded. And I can't imagine you not at least getting some first-hand knowledge before you make a very important decision like this. You've only watched 14 minutes worth of video. Do your research before you reject. Because I told you that in the very beginning. It's not going to be enough information for you to make a fully informed business decision. So why don't we get together for 45 minutes? Or why don't you get together on Tuesday night at 6:15? Meet a few people and the team, see what they're doing. Get a little more information, and then we'll give you some more information. I'll set up. You can do full research on the company and get all your questions answered. But you want to research before you reject. You want to get enough information to make a fully informed business decision. Because what if I'm right, and this company's $1 billion company in the next 5 years, and you had the opportunity to be here before everybody else is in, and then you wish you would have been part of it. Takes time to get the skills, attitudes, and techniques, and takes time for you to learn how to do the IPAs, the income producing activities. So, good luck. I'm here for your success. All I am is a phone call away. And if you want to do 3 ways, meet with people, I am now available. Not just for Tuesday nights, but I am available. It's go build a team, build a business. Let's get momentum going, and let's make this thing rock. Amen. See y'all later.